Hi everyone, thanks for watching. This is AMRC and I'm Alex. And today I was organizing my plane storage, so I thought I'd do a different video today, ranking my UMX and Micro planes from least favorite to the ones I enjoy the most. This is entirely subjective, my perception of the planes. Of course, I don't have all the UMX planes, not even all the new ones. But it's my opinion, and if you're looking to get some UMX planes, I hope it helps. Let's go. Number 10 on my list is the Hobby Zone Champ. It wasn't my first plane, but it was my first small plane and the one that gave me confidence to fly. It's 1S brushed motor, just 3-channel. You only have rudder, an elevator, no ailerons. But it was really a great learning plane for me. I can really say I owe my love for small planes to this one. This was the one that started it all and got me out there flying a lot more. Number 9 on the list is the UMX MiG-15. It's a small but really good looking jet. I love the details on it, the paint scheme. It looks great. Mine's a bit dinged up because I did learn to fly jets with it, basically. It's powered by 2S LiPo, has brushless EDF, 28 millimeters, if I'm not wrong. The issue with this, it flies good for its size, but it's not very powerful. I mean, it struggles to do a loop. Rolls are somewhat slow, so it's not very aerobatic, but just for flying it around full throttle, it's really a blast, and I enjoy it. If they would bring these back with a 3S power system, or maybe some similar size jets, I'm sure they would be a hit, because all it needs is just that extra bit of power. I think some people have tried these on 3S, I'm not exactly sure. Might do it. The only problem is the battery compartment is really small, and I would hate chopping it up to try and fit a 3S in there. If you've tried it, let me know. Maybe I'll give it a shot once. Number 8, I have the UMX Radian. It's a plane I've wanted for a very long time, almost since I've started flying, but only got it last summer. And I'm sorry I didn't get it sooner. It's the cheapest e-flite plane as of right now, but doesn't mean it's a bad plane. Yeah, it's brushed, only 3 channels, rudder and elevator, no ailerons, but it flies so good for its size. Of course, it's more susceptible to strong winds, but being a power glider, it handles wind really well. And since I like the 2-meter night radian, but it's a bit large to me, I modded mine and added lights so I can use it for night flying. So if you don't have any UMX or micro planes, this would be a great one to start trying them out. It's only around $100, so it's not very expensive, and I can guarantee it's a lot of fun. For number 7, I have the V-22 Osprey. It's a VTOL, vertical takeoff and landing. It also has a landing gear, so you can technically take off and land like a real plane, although I was never able to do it. Probably with a really smooth surface you can. And yeah, this thing is fast. You can take off and land vertically, then just flip a switch and it goes. The one disadvantage is it's pretty heavy and it has a short wingspan. So you really need to be on top of it. I call it a brick with wings. Yeah, you have to fly it fast. I know a lot of people had problems with it, um, acting crazy and crashing while transitioning. But mine has been free of those problems. I did crash it, hence the repaint, also to help with visibility. But each time I crashed this, it was only a couple of times it was my fault. So yeah, these are long discontinued, but if you can find one, I know they're still out there and want to try it. It's a really great plane. I love mine, and I also have another one new in box that I'm keeping for spares or to fly if this one ever gets destroyed. Number 6, it's the Champ S Plus. This was also by Hobby Zone as the yellow one. The difference is this one is 4-channel, so it has ailerons as well. It's 2S brushless, and it also had a GPS feature that I never used because I've read multiple people online having issues with it. But nonetheless, this was amazing. Uh, I learned probably the most about flying with this. Was I think my first plane with safe, and yeah, that just gave me confidence to take it up, try new things. If I get disoriented, I would flip the safe switch, and it would be in normal flying position again. I've crashed it a few times, always my fault, but this is just so easy to fly. Even today, I enjoy flying it a lot. And this is the one I use most to buddy box with my son. He's only 5, but he does great with this. So another long discontinued plane, but if you can pick one up, it's really a great flying airplane, a great trainer, and if they released another one, even a bigger one, I would happily get one. For number 5, I have to share the spot between two planes. They're very similar in power system, as in both use twin 1S brushless motors, but that's where the similarities stop. They're very different in character. The UMX Ultrix is probably the most durable UMX to date. It's made of EPO foam, so that makes it very strong compared to EPS most other UMX planes are made of. And it's just a blast. It's wild. It does high alpha. It spins like a top. You can do almost anything with it. It was also my first night plane. The light kit is optional. It's not exactly cheap, but it's worth it. Was what got me started with night flying, and I enjoy it so much that I started adding lights to my other planes. And the Twin Otter, it's also amazing, very scale looking. You can use the optional floats. That's probably my favorite thing, using this with floats on snow. It's a lot more tame for flying. You can fly at scale, but it can also get very aerobatic if you want to. So both of these are really great planes. The Ultrix, I think it's one of, if not the first UMX that got scaled up to a bigger version. That's just to show how good it is. And look at that box. It's really tiny compared to all the others, so it's really easy to take along with you on a vacation. This usually comes with me whenever I go on vacation because you can fly it in tight spots any time of the day. It takes strong winds really well. So all in all, both very different, but both very awesome planes. Number 4, it's the UMX Turbo Timber. Again, really great plane. A couple of years ago, this was probably the best UMX you could get. Very versatile, it's a stall plane, so you can fly it off almost any surface. You can also use the optional floats with it. It has flaps, lights. I also added night lights to this, and it's one of the planes I flew the most, probably. It's been through all sorts of crashes, but been able to fix it, and it still flies great to this day. Of course, now the new Turbo Timber Evo version is out, and I'm sure that's even better than this, because it can also use a 3S battery. My only complaint right now with this, comparing it to the newer UMX, is it's a bit slow. Other than that, it flies great. It's really a plane I'll probably keep until it can no longer be fixed. Really like this one. We're at the podium now, and number 3 spot is the UMX A10. It's a twin 30mm EDF, 3S powered, and it's the latest UMX jet from e-flite, but it's also a couple of years old. So hopefully they have some new jets in the works. I think it's the only one now since the Citation got discontinued, and the power system was similar, if not identical, in both of these jets. But this one, yeah, I can't say enough about it. It's 4-channel. You also get rudders, something even much larger jets don't get, and I love having rudders on all my planes, especially for lining up for landing. It's really fast. I've never had a bad flight with it. On a 800, 850 milliamp 3S, you get 5 minutes flight time. That's mostly full throttle. Again, that's great for a jet, especially considering its size. The only downside to this is the sound of the motors. Unless you're full throttle, they kind of sound off, but that's and it's really loud. But that's a minor inconvenience. I really love this. It glides forever. It's easy to fly. It's aerobatic if you wanted to. It's I don't know, almost a perfect little jet. I can't wait to see how they top off this one. Number 2 on my list, and I know this is controversial, probably the most controversial UMX in recent years. It's the UMX Timber X. Now, why it's number 2 on my list is because this was my dream plane. I love my Night Timber X, but I prefer smaller planes, as this video has shown. And when this was announced, I was all over it. I couldn't wait getting one. Had to wait a few months till they arrived here in Europe, and I've had mixed experiences with it. It's probably hard to scale down some planes, and in this case, I guess it was. I've had really great flights with it. I've also had not so good flights. It's probably my most crashed plane. I've glued it several times, several smaller crashes that didn't cause much damage. I also added night lights to this, so I made my own UMX Night Timber X. All in all, yeah, it's a bit disappointing for me because it might be my skill, but I've heard other people that say it just doesn't fly right. I think it has a lot to do with the way you set it up, getting the CG right, also your preference. It has those huge ailerons, also double as flaperons, and I just love the roll rate it gets with these. Also, that oversized rudder. I mean, you can do great aerobatics with this. So I'm planning to upgrade the motor on this to the newer style. One other flaw of this was the really loud motor. But I have the newer motor on that comes on the other UMX planes released in the past few years. Going to upgrade that. I'm not sure if it's an upgrade, but at least it will be quieter, and I'll see how it flies then. Now for the number one spot, I know it's probably the most anticipated, but honestly I couldn't make up my mind. All these three planes, the UMX Air Tractor, Waco, and Consendo, these are probably about the most recent ones, and I have to say all of them are great. Each in its own way. The Air Tractor is very versatile. It's sporty, but it can also fly very scale. It has flaps, it has lights. It's honestly one of the best. Probably if I really had to choose, this would be my number one. But really close to it, the Waco. It's my first biplane, and although I'm not a fan of biplanes, I really love this. Not because it's yellow. I do like yellow planes, but that was only a small factor in me getting this. Uh, it's also very aerobatic. It has ailerons on each wing, so that makes for a great roll rate. Also, the tail surfaces are quite large, so you can get very aerobatic with it, but it also slows down really nice. It doesn't have lights, so maybe that's a slight inconvenience. It would have been nice. You can add them if you really want to. You can get a set from other UMX planes. And last but not least, the Consendo. Man, it's also so versatile. I mean, it can go really fast if you want to. It's very aerobatic, but it's also a glider, and it glides really well. It also has optionally used flap runs and spoiler runs, and those really help with flying. So yeah, right now these are my favorites, all three of them, and they basically cover most of the flying I would need to do. Fast, slow, scale, aerobatic, relaxing, sporty. Yeah. What's your opinion, guys? What's your favorite UMX? Let me know. I hope you understand these are just personal opinions. I know your favorites may be different. But thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to leave your comments. Like the video, click that like button, subscribe and ring that bell if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. Bye.